Hi, it's Nikki and welcome back to Live a Little, your cozy corner of the internet where we discuss all of the in-between bits of life, the messy, honest and unfiltered, where you may not always have that person to talk to about them, but here we do it all judgment-free. Today I'm joined here with musician and actress Asha Banks. Woo woo.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my god, no, thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to have you. I feel like we have so many mutual friends.
We do.
That's the first thing.
We
And
do.
secondly, I remember us meeting
Yes.
at a party and then I kind of like never saw you
I know, it's
again
the
in
classic.
person
It's
for
the
like 2
classic.
years.
I know, it's the classic. It's literally like, I know that I've hugged you before.
I know,
Like,
that's it.
on arrival, probably a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah. Me being like a deer in headlights, turning up to like a house party, like, hi.
Me too. Me also there, like, people.
Do you feel like that when you go to like parties and
Oh
stuff?
my god, 100, like
Really?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I feel like I have to find like a classic move, like find the person that you know and like wait around the corner.
Oh
and go
my
in with
god,
them so that you've always got
yes.
someone by
Oh
your
my god,
side.
no. My worst nightmare is like trying to find like a friend in a bar or a pub
Yeah.
or like in a party. I'm like,
Terrible.
no, please, I'm begging you, meet me before.
100%. I feel like I'm really trying to get better at just like saying hi to people and like
Oh,
making friends, like
yeah.
just out in the open. Whereas
Yeah.
now I'm like, I don't know anyone. I'm just gonna stand and pretend I'm doing something.
Do you feel like that with like industry events too then?
Yes. Oh yes, 100%. I feel like it's nice. I feel like in the like in London, I feel like everyone that I go to, I know more people, which is really sweet. 'Cause
Yeah.
it means that I'm a bit less like nervous. But I recently went to LA for Grammy Week, which was crazy.
Oh my
and
god,
amazing.
that's amazing.
But I had a rude awakening that I really don't know anybody in LA. So I got there and I was like at these events and I was like, oh wait, I don't know anyone. But it was fine. We got through, and hopefully like the next time I'll know more people.
No, I'm sure you smashed it. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like in our minds, the interaction will always seem so much worse than it actually was.
100%.
Like,
I went to one event and like I went to the bar and it was like really busy and the barman was like, what do you want? And I was like, a mojito. And he was like, okay. And then he like was fumbling around and he was like, we don't have any mint. Should I make it with basil? And I was like, okay. So then I ended up stood at this event with a basil mojito.
Oh my
and was
God.
like, what even is this?
a basilito.
A basilito.
Oh my god, no, I'm the same. I'm so bad as well where like I could follow someone. I could kind of feel like I sort of we sort of do know each other,
Yes.
but I would just not be able to go up to someone and be like, "Hi."
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, unless we've met in person,
They have no idea who I am.
Yeah.
I assume the same all the
Yeah.
time. I'm like, I feel like I know who everybody is here, but there's no way that anyone knows it.
Oh no, I'm the exact same. I feel like that's the one good thing about the UK sort of scene,
Yeah.
though, is that it is obviously there's always more people to meet or get to know.
Of
But
course.
in comparison to like, I went to LA recently for like Oscars week,
Wow.
and again it's that similar thing where luckily I brought my best friend with me, so it was like, okay, we've got each other if we don't know anyone.
Yeah.
But you do walk in like, okay, yeah, this is like being at school for the first day
It is.
again.
But also probably every single person is feeling the exact
Yeah,
same way. Everybody
yeah.
stood there like,
Anytime I get to have a +1, it's a good day.
it's a good
be
day.
honest,
It's a
yeah.
good day.
How have you been though? I feel like you've been smashing it.
Thank you.
Like in so many different ways, in music, in acting, and obviously you've got Your Fault coming out really soon. I mean, when this is out, it will be in the world.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy. I guess the thing with this one is you're going into it sort of knowing how many people love the first one in
Yeah.
the series
Yeah.
already. How is that feeling?
It's so exciting. I mean, it's like, it's both exciting and nerve-wracking in the same way that the first one was, but in also very different ways. It's
Yeah.
like knowing that there's an audience waiting is one, amazing and really like secure and feels wonderful because it's like anticipated, but it's also nerve-wracking because we want to do it right and
Of
want everybody
course.
to love it as much as the first. But no, it's really exciting. I feel like I keep on saying the first like rollout of the film and the premiere and like the press that we did and like the film coming out and everything, it felt like such a once in a lifetime experience
Yeah.
that I cannot quite comprehend that it's happening again.
Yeah.
Like what feels like so soon after, like it's all happening again. I'm like pinching myself a bit.
No, I can imagine. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Because did you feel like when you're working on it, it was sort of your baby in a way, and then it's like it's in the world and you kind of, I guess, must have to try and be like, okay, now it's the world's. Now
Yeah.
it's their thing to love.
Yeah,
We've
for
had our
sure.
moment with it.
For sure. I feel like, especially with, I mean, with My Fault, because obviously it was a Spanish book, and then the
Yeah.
Spanish adaptation was first. It was sort of always nerve-wracking going into it, and it felt like it was this shared thing, like that we had a part of, and so did the Spanish team, and so did the author and the book team. But it was very much like myself and Matt and our two directors, Danny and Charlotte, really felt like we were just all cared about it so much. Like,
Yeah.
really wanted it to like have impact and make sense, and you know, have a sort of purpose, I suppose, alongside the other two. So it was just very like rewarding it coming out and exciting, and it felt really nice to see such a warm reception. So I feel like for this one it is lovely, because it's like we went into the first one not knowing what people would think
Yeah.
about it, and sort of having to prove people wrong, and like and you know, make it worth it, whereas this one feels a bit more like we're solidified in.
And I feel like you've done such a good job at carving out what Noah is to you, because I think I remember when I watched like the Spanish version, I kind of thought the UK version would just be the Spanish version, but make it UK, make it London. But it really is like, of course it's similar,
Of course.
like the Nick and Noah kind of thing, but you've really done such a great job at making it your own.
Thank you.
And making it true to what that would be like had it happened.
Yeah.
Here, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like just it is like kind of cool / crazy having like an adaptation so close together, set with the same story but in different places. But I do think that London makes such a huge difference to the storyline, and it was very nice like having the directors, like sort of the four of us did really feel like we were trying to make our own thing, and like just come at it as if there weren't any other versions, you know, just to try and like make it our own. And yeah, I feel like we sort of were able to do that, which is nice.
You totally have. I couldn't believe, like, I knew that obviously we were like similar ages, but I can't believe we're the same school year.
Same school.
Like, that to me is so crazy.
Why would you think I was older or younger?
I thought you were like maybe a couple years older, just
you
based
think?
on how much you've done.
Oh, thanks.
No, honestly, like it was also just the way you carry yourself that I was like, there's no way that like Asha is literally, we'd be in the same year at school.
I'm wildly immature on the inside.
But that's the best way to be, 100%. What did you find, like, because obviously you did start acting on stage, that was kind of your first sort of foray into acting, the world that is kind of theatre and what else there is to be in this world. What was that like? Was it something that you kind of fell into, or was it always in you where you would put on performances for your family, where it was just something where you knew that was a hope for the future?
I suppose so. I find it really strange actually, like thinking back, because I was so young when I mean I did my first job when I was like 7. So I feel like almost all of my earliest memories are like being in the theatre, like being like doing that job, or like that audition for that job. But I mean, I must have done. I think I was just singing all the time, and like loved like dressing up and like and being silly, and you know, it's probably blatantly obvious when I was a child that I was going to be an actor. But I'm like, oh, I wonder if it was.
Yeah.
I started going to a theatre class because my friend wanted to go and she needed somebody to go with her. So I went, and then just became like obsessed with it.
That's such a great way to do it.
Yeah, it was very like, I have such amazing memories of being in theatre as a child, which is very lucky.
I mean, Les Mis.
I know.
Not just theatre. Les Mis,
baby. I know, it's crazy. It's so mad. I'm having a weird thing at the moment where I'm realising that all the adult cast are now the same age as I am, which is so crazy.
Wow.
So I'm like, when I was a kid, they're like the ensemble and the leads, and like Marius and Eponine and stuff were like adults.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
They
yeah.
were like grown up. So
Knew
now
everything they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm like, oh my God, I'm the same age as like Jess, who's playing Eponine at the moment, or it's like crazy.
That is crazy. I always think that actually, the older you get, the more you realise that actually they had nothing kind of figured out, and you're like, oh, they were just sort of trying to work out how to do this too.
Exactly. Oh, I just loved Les Mis. It was the best.
How long were you doing Les Mis?
I mean, like 6 months or something. Most of my jobs as a kid were like 6 months.
Yeah.
But it's just the best. Yeah, like the
I can
smell of the
imagine.
theatre, and like, yeah, it's really so informative.
Like, I was so curious to know, what's been the biggest way you have to change the way you work when it comes to acting in terms of from stage to screen?
Generally, it's sort of like, I remember having an audition and them saying to me, like, when I was a kid, because I'd only done theatre growing up, so I was like, and I didn't go to, I mean, I was young, but I wasn't at stage school or anything. I did theatre classes, but I'd only done theatre, so I was probably doing everything really big and reaching the back of the stools and the back of the circle.
Yeah.
And I remember doing a TV audition or film or something, and the note was always be smaller, be smaller. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, but I have to perform and reach everybody. It's so interesting as I've grown up and sort of done a bit of both, and like even done more theatre in my more recent years. It's like I've realized more and more how different they are as as a skill, like a performance skill. I think I was always just trying to reach the back of the room.
That's the thing. Yeah. And I guess, how do you not take be smaller as shrink you? Like, you're too much.
Yeah, I know. I think that I think I was always just desperately trying to understand it. And I think as I've sort of like done screen more, I've become, you know, more able to understand it. And I think with theatre, the skill is so much about like showing everything that you're feeling way more overtly and like projecting and it's all physicalized. It's way more of like a body thing and a voice thing. Whereas with like screen performing, it's so much more about thinking. I think I just realized that I had to be just existing, which is such a strange thing to kind of overcome, and like strange thing to think about how one exists.
Yeah.
And, like, even small things on screen are so funny. I remember when the first scene that I filmed for the first My Fault movie, I was driving and I just had to like drive along the road and then stop. And immediately as soon as the camera started, I was like, how on earth, like, what do I do when I stop the car? I was like, do I do my seatbelt first, or do I like
you forget how to
like,
function?
turn off the car, or do I put the brake on? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I used to bunk drama when I was younger. Like, this is how little I can do the presenting, but anything like that,
You can't
do it. No, it's not for me. I'll leave it to everyone else that can do it. But I can imagine that you do sort of start overthinking the most normal tasks.
Oh my
like,
God,
wait,
yes.
how do I open a door?
100%.
Like, how do I speak?
100%. I even find myself now like in the opposite way. I find myself when I'm doing like day-to-day tasks, I do something and then I think, wow, that's so interesting that that's the way I did it. Like, I opened, this is so random, but I opened like a bagel thing the other day, right? And you know, it's got tape on the outside.
Yeah.
I took off the tape and I stuck it on my chin. And then I took the bagel out and put it down, and then I like redid the thing and it did that. And I was like, if I did that in a take, everybody would be like, what are you doing? But that's literally how I seemingly open a bagel packet.
Yeah. What inspired you to make that choice creatively?
Exactly. I was like, if I actually did that, that would be so strange.
Just my intrusive thoughts. That's what inspired me.
Yeah, exactly.
I could have done this with like two different ways for you, because obviously you do music and you do acting.
Yes.
You're a triple threat.
Don't ask me to dance.
You know what? I actually bet you could do it if you really tried, because you did ballet when you were younger, didn't you?
Oh, for a tiny amount of time, and then I luckily escaped by doing music.
Not for me either.
Not for me. It's too like controlled.
Yeah. Completely get that. We normally do something that made you, and sometimes we do music, sometimes we do film, but because you have Your Fault coming out, I thought film would be a good way to go.
Let's do film.
So it's a kind of like my version of like Letterboxd top 4.
Terrifying. Here we go.
I know. Have you ever done the Letterboxd top 4?
No.
Oh, I'm really curious what your top 4 would be.
Oh my God, don't ask me. I'm terrified. I feel like I saw you talking about this with Toby.
Oh yeah.
But it's so true. The classic, like, do I be honest and say that it's 4 Pixar films?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Or do I like say something that feels a bit more like adult?
Yeah. Artistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep cut. So this is a very much less high stakes, high pressure. No one's going to judge the choices.
Great.
I'm sure I'll agree. Okay, so what is your comfort film? The film you go back to when you're either having a hard day or it's nostalgic? What is that film for you?
I do genuinely I love Pixar films.
Yeah.
I think that like Ratatouille is just one of the
That's
best
in my
films
top
ever.
4.
It's in my
Oh my
It is
God.
in my top 4
Oh my
as well.
God.
It's just so good. It's like the perfect level of like drama and fun and cartoon, but you really care about the characters. Oh, I just love Ratatouille.
It's also like so like cinematic. Like watching it, you are just like, wow.
Yes.
This is so cool.
I sent my brother the other day a TikTok of like, you know, those like, it's like a dreamscape vibes, and it's like you turn your phone on the side and it's like 8D audio, and it was just like Pixar movies like looking amazing. And it's like, this is the most emotional thing
dream.
I've ever seen.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
so nostalgic.
My dream. Do you remember the first like Pixar film you ever watched, or Disney film?
I mean, I suppose it was probably like Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Or maybe like WALL-E or something.
WALL-E.
So good. I rewatched
So good.
WALL-E recently and I was like, this is one of those films that's a kid's film, but it's like when you're an adult, you're like, "Poof,
It cuts deep.
it cuts deep."
Yeah.
But I think Ratatouille has to be the one.
That's such a good pick.
Thank you.
I approve that message.
Thank goodness for that.
Okay. What is your formative film? So a film that you feel like has kind of become a part of your identity.
To be honest, I think I grew up like just loving musical films and like a musical theatre girl at heart. Like I think it was probably like Annie and like
so good.
Grease.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, I think I probably loved like Annie and all the and like Chick Chick Bang Bang and all the films with kids in them, because I was like, oh my god, what if I could do that? Or like I would be in the living room just like performing it to my mother. But then another one I think is La La Land. I mean, it came out when I was like,
good.
it must have come out when I was like 16 or something.
Yeah, I
so
think
it was
like
13.
15.
Yeah, so I would have been like 12 or 13 or something. And I think that was like the perfect time where I was like obsessed with musical theatre. I was doing it all the time. But then this was like a film of the most amazing music and the performances, and Emma Stone. I think I just watched it and was like, oh,
mesmerized.
Mesmerized.
Yeah.
Like that's the most amazing way of taking music and film and combining them.
100%.
I think that was very formative.
When I went to LA a couple years ago, and it's my first time going, I went to the Griffith Observatory.
To the bench.
Oh my god! And I remember being like, "This is where it happens."
Did you do a dance?
No.
Oh, damn it.
There's too many people.
Next time.
Yeah.
We'll do it next time.
I wasn't wearing the right footwear to do a dance.
I wasn't wearing the yellow dress.
Yeah, I wasn't, I couldn't get into character properly to do it justice. But yeah, I remember fangirling so much and being like, I've seen this in La La Land.
Oh, it's just so beautiful. The music is just, it's so like.
Oh,
hits
the
me in my
ending
soul.
though breaks my heart every
Don't talk to
time.
me. Don't talk to me about it.
I know.
I'll cry. Ryan.
This is like not actually on here, but what is the film that's made you cry the most or made you the most emotional?
This is so random. And this is like, I don't even know why. It must have been one of those days.
Oh my gosh,
I went to the cinema and I watched Dear Evan Hansen, but the film version, right?
Yes.
Which like arguably the musical is like probably better.
Yeah.
And I love the musical and I'd seen the musical, but I don't know what it was about that day. I was like sobbing in the cinema. My mum was literally like, Asha, this isn't about you. Like you need to stop. I don't even know why. I think probably the music again.
Oh,
if there's music in a film, I am gone. Like that, the music is what makes me just go.
100%, because it can tap into something that like words themselves cannot sometimes do
100%,
justice. I think that's why they go so hand in hand.
Definitely.
Oh, that is such a good one.
Such a random one.
No, that
I don't even think I've watched it since. It's probably too traumatic.
Yeah, there are just some films where like I'll watch this once and I'll remember it for that.
Yeah.
I can't reopen it.
No, I don't know if I can.
When my mum took me to see Up for the first time, I like was non-verbal the rest of the day.
Yeah,
like I couldn't speak.
I'm not surprised.
Like
that one is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. Old men kill me.
That's it.
Are you the same?
When they seem lonely
I can't
as well.
do it. I literally can't do it. If I'm sat in a park or something and an old man walks past, it's like a mixture of so much joy and warmth in my heart, and also like, oh my god, I hope they're not lonely.
Yeah,
But
and they
I'm
could
just
be
then
perfectly happy, and
They
I'm just
probably
there
are.
like,
Yeah, and they're like, dude, I'm fine.
are you good? Like, why are you staring at
Why are
me
you
crying? Okay, and then finally, what is the film you recommend to everyone, or your most recommended film?
Probably most people have seen this, but Get Out is like one of my
I
favorite
actually
films
haven't
ever.
seen it.
Well, then here we go.
I haven't seen it.
Well, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You must watch it. It's just
I see so many
amazing.
like visuals of it on social media, but I've not watched it.
It's so amazing. It was one that like my brother, I think so much of my life is informed by my brother because I grew up with an older brother. So like everything from him was passed down. But this was definitely one of them. Like he watched Get Out and absolutely loved it, and then sat with me and watched it with me because he was like, you have to watch this.
That's such a nice thing to do together.
And then I think we then did the same thing with my parents. Then we were like, we all have to watch this. We sat down and watched it together. But it's just such an amazing film. I think I'm such a sucker for like, I'm kind of really a massive scaredy cat, but also I love watching things that are like thriller or like psychological.
Have
or
you
like,
on the edge a bit.
Yeah, 100%. I won't sleep probably for like 2 weeks.
This is why I haven't watched it yet, I think.
But
I'm
it's
awful
so
with
good.
horror films.
It's not, but the thing about Get Out is it's more like a mental thing than it is like, you're not going to be like, oh my God, awake thinking of like a character or like, like it's more of a just like, oh, it's such a satisfying ending. But Get Out is one of those.
Keep seeing everyone's obsessed with Obsession at the moment.
I've seen the same. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
But I've also seen people saying it's absolutely terrifying, which is why I'm terrified of it.
Whenever something's an 18 horror, I'm like,
That's serious.
15 is like me dipping my
Yeah.
toe in. 12
I might
maybe.
dabble, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm so bad with horror films.
I know, me too. I love watching them, but I genuinely like,
Would you
I
ever
will
do
then
a
be
horror?
running up the stairs, like looking behind me.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a horror film. I'd really love to.
I feel like you would do so well in a horror.
Oh, it would be so much fun, I think. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like so exciting and something so different. Probably, it would probably be exhausting and exhilarating, but also a peek behind the curtain of like, you know,
Maybe then you wouldn't
scary
be
things.
scared of them.
Maybe.
You've broken that fourth wall. that
maybe
makes
this
it
is what I need
seem-
to do.
Yeah. To face your fear.
To face my fears.
Yeah.
Exposure therapy.
Exposure therapy.
Just being something terrifying.
Yeah. There's so many things where I've like broken that fourth wall. Even like TV shows that I've kind of like, when I was younger, I was on Junior Bake Off, such a different topic.
Amazing.
Yeah. And like once I was on it, I was like, I can't really watch it the same.
Yeah.
Because I know like how you've probably like it's like watching a film. You're
Of
like,
course.
I know you retook this 20 times.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's just different,
The
isn't
facade
it?
is gone. You're like, I can't see this the same.
How are you with watching your work back? Do you feel that way? Like,
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I remember watching the first film for the first time, and Matt and I sat in the cinema, and we literally, our jaws were just on the floor because we couldn't like fathom that we were like the people on the screen. We were just
Wow.
like, oh my God, we're in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? We're in a movie. And then I think the more times we watched it, we became more like, it's crazy that you become used to something. Like we watched the second film and it was way more like normal, which that was abnormal because I was like, the fact that this is normal to me, like watching myself like on a cinema screen is just crazy.
yeah.
But I feel like sometimes I watch it, I'll like watch something I'm in and like can get lost in it and can see it for like a movie and like get lost in the world. And sometimes I'm just like, haha, I remember that day on set and we were doing this and that or whatever. Or like, oh, I was in a bad mood that day.
Oh,
Or,
that's
like,
so interesting.
yeah, I feel like can pick it apart. But if I just sort of shut half of my brain off, I'm able to watch it normally.
When you're playing roles as visible as this has now become, does it ever mess with your sense of identity that you kind of can become to be known for a character before you?
The thing with My Fault and what's a bit of a blessing is that because somebody else has played the part before, it sort of makes it less about us being the character and more about us.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. It's like Nicole, who plays Noah in the Spanish movie, is the loveliest person in the world. And we're both able to be Noah together but separately, which makes it, I think, more about us than about people thinking we are the character. I mean, I suppose there always is that like I would probably like see somebody in something and recognize them for that. But I mean, at the moment, it's I'm very lucky to have a part that is like so staple that people kind of see me for that. But at the same time, doing music, I think, really helps me like break out of that because
sure.
I spend so much of my time being kind of other people and playing characters, but then having to do music and like write music and promote it and play shows and stuff is such an exercise in being me, like to the maximum.
That really is you. Yeah, that's
that
so
like
true.
takes me, it's like two extremes. So
Yeah.
I'm able to sort of go right back into being me, but like at my most me.
That's so true. And you are so like talented, truly. And I think it's the fact that because you have this outlet that allows you to be your truest self, maybe when you've had a long day on set, that must be kind of a form of therapy for you.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's been so nice, like filming something. I seem to now do things in blocks in terms of how it works. I'll be filming something for a bit of time and then I'll go and write for like 3 weeks or like a month or something. And it's so nice. I feel like I like, whilst I'm filming, I build up a load of ideas and notes and lyrical things and then like finish filming and go and just like purge.
Yeah.
And just get everything out and like write so much and get so much back to myself. It is very, very therapeutic.
What was tour like?
Oh, just the best thing in the world. Like I have terrible FOMO. I love people. So staying on a tour bus with everybody was just the best thing because I was like, I'm not missing out on anything right now. Everybody's always here. We're like trapped in this moving vehicle.
You have to get on whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I was like, this is a dream. We can watch films. We can play games. We played the Traitors for the whole time that we were on
My
tour.
dream.
Two whole weeks of the Traitors.
Oh my gosh.
It was literally that. Apart from the shows, obviously, that was my highlight.
Were you a
of tour.
traitor at any point?
I was a faithful, but I won.
Oh.
I whooped
You
everyone's asses. Oh yeah, I was taking it so seriously. Like I had pages on notes pages of my
Stop.
theories. Yeah.
No way.
But we fully played it for 2 weeks, like the whole 2
That's
weeks
such a
that we
good
were on tour. Like
idea.
my manager was Claudia Winkleman, wig, kilt, and all, and chose the traitors on after the first show, and then we fully did it for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. I really want to do, you know, they've got a live version now.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
I really, for my birthday or something, want to do
You
that. I
should.
feel like it'd be so much fun.
Exhilarating. Like it was honestly the best. Like I cried at the end. It was me and another faithful left, and I was so certain. But my manager like tried to screw with me and like made a face, and I started crying.
Mind games began.
I was like, no, I can't believe this.
That's such a good idea.
It was so much fun.
Has it been really special? I think because a lot of your music is so emotional and so like resonant with so many people.
Yeah.
And obviously music unlocks so much within us that sometimes we don't have the words for. We can just listen to something and it feel like it gets us in a way that we maybe don't have the words for.
Yeah.
I have sort of two questions. Has music felt like that for you from an early age? And also, has it been really special to meet people and them kind of become also a vehicle for your music in a sense that they've interpreted it in ways that have kind of made sense in their lives?
Oh my God, it's honestly, it's like the best part of music, I think. Like so much of music is so much for me. And like when I need to write something and I need to get something off my chest or I need to work through something, it's so to do with me and how I'm feeling. And the fact that that sort of passes on to other people and then it becomes somebody else's and they take that is just like, it's incomprehensible. It's like so wild and seeing people and seeing how it's impacted them. And yeah, it's just like melts my heart in the best way.
So amazing. I feel like in this industry, people loves to box you into one thing, as in you do acting only, or you do music only, or you do this only.
Yes.
Have you ever felt like you've had to kind of make a choice? Like, which one are you? Which one do you care about more? Or which one should be more of a focus?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more that's always people's question. I
For
think
sure.
like, but granted, like you would be interested, and like I think I've just always done both. Like as a kid, I've always done both. My head is like 50-50 split with like music and acting, and like for me they sort of just combine in such a way that I'm just like a creative person and like a storyteller or whatever, that they're both different outlets for me. But yeah, for sure, I think when I first like, music was always something that I loved doing. I was always writing songs at home. I was always like, you know, as a form of therapy, or like when I was really young, I was like writing songs about my mom and like whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember I had my first breakup when I was like 17 or 16 or something. And I was like suddenly like, oh my God, I need to write songs.
This is how Taylor Swift felt.
Yeah, I was like in my room like, damn, I'm good at this thing. Yeah, and I started writing and like really felt like I needed it. But I think at the time I was doing acting and like I wasn't, I don't know, I always dreamt of doing music and taking it really seriously, but I was sort of just like, oh, well, I'm doing acting and that's like, you know, I'm working, which is crazy. And so lucky that I just carried on with that. I'm so lucky to have people around me that really believe I can do both. And I think now it is way more normal that like, I mean, there's so many like amazing creatives in like America, for example, that do both and are so seen for both. I think that if I just have the confidence and the like certainty that I can, then I can.
100%.
As long as I make time for it and I make sense of both of them, then, you know, hopefully it can kind of carry on.
And I think, no, you totally. And what you've done so well is even, it's like while you're doing acting jobs, you're still able to kind of have some of your music world and your kind of, your singer-songwriter world be a part of that. And we've seen that even in My Fault and now Your Fault, which is so exciting. And also other worlds that you're not even in, like off campus, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Does that feel different when you're writing for something that, of course, is still you, but you're kind of trying to write for something that isn't you? It's not really your lived experience necessarily. You're writing from a different perspective. How do you approach that?
I mean, to be honest, like with the songs for My Fault and Your Fault, My Fault, I very much went into it like I'm just going to give my all and try and write a song for the credits, and then try and convince everybody to let me have it in the film, which I never thought would actually happen, but somehow it did. So for that, I was sort of like towing the line between like my own experience and like the character and what I thought would work best for the end of the film. And I had the luxury of being one of the only people that knew what happened at the end of the film and could sort of assess the tone and like figure that out. But that was such an amazing experience. But for Your Fault, I just wrote a song like I would normally write a song. The song Come Down in Your Fault is completely from my perspective about my life. And it was only afterwards that I thought, wait, this could be so perfect for the second film. And then listened to it with that kind of mindset and was like, oh damn, this is like perfect. 100% works. Yeah. And Off Campus was a similar thing. I just wrote the song and then somehow it sort of got pitched or sent to the team, and they thought it would work for the characters. And it's one of those things that you can't believe it's kind of not written purposefully for that.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. But I'd like writing to brief or like for character is something I'm so excited about doing. I've started doing it a little bit recently, which is so cool. And it's one of those things that I think completely merges the two worlds for me, because I have to sort of put on a character hat. Yeah, and do both at the same time.
And because you have that kind of those glasses of knowing what it's like to be an actor or to kind of watch something and how music can make such a difference to a scene in so many ways, it really lends you well to do it this way. Yeah, it's so great.
I hope so. I think that like I'm so used to like diving into myself, and like I think it works both ways, that like I'm so used to diving into a character and trying to figure out their like experience and their emotions and why they work the way that they work. I think that really helps me with songwriting as myself, because I sort of have to do the same thing for me as if I were a character, but vice versa. It's just like, yeah, it's really cool, and I think they work really well together.
Even though you've been writing and doing music for so long, same with acting, especially for music, is there a venue or somewhere you'd love to perform?
I'd love to play Red Rocks.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
It's just like I played a show at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre in London last year, and that's like for me was like a mini Red Rocks vibe. It's like open air and like seated but like in the trees. Oh, it's just like Red Rocks is just the most beautiful venue I've ever seen. Although I'm asthmatic, and I think I think when you're there, people get there.
I've been to Red Rocks.
Have you?
Yeah, I've not watched a performance there, but it's amazing because when you go, they have like all of like they had photos of Sting at Red Rocks and so many different people. When I was younger, I used to go to Colorado for medical treatment, and we went to Red Rocks, and you are like, as you go up, you are like,
I'm like, this is my dream, but I'd get on stage.
You'll need your inhaler hand, your like asthma pump or whatever handy in your pocket. You'll be like singing, and then go back to singing. That would be such a good venue, though.
Oh, I'd love to. It just seems like bucket list, 100%.
Yeah. Are there any? Obviously, so much of music you need to try and not compare, like in any industry, but are there any creatives or musicians or people that have inspired your journey, or whose performances or songs you've listened to over the years and has kind of made you want to do this more, spurred you on?
Oh God, I mean, so many. I think I think with music and creativity in general, like I'm such a collection of all the people and songs and art that's like inspired me along the way. I think that, you know, I grew up listening to like my mum's favorite music, which was like Joni Mitchell and Janis Ian, and like Dido and Norah Jones and like these female singers. But then I started listening to like Bon Iver and like Noah Khan, and of course like the girls who were just absolutely killing it, like Gracie Abrams and Olivia Rodrigo and Holly Humberstone. Yeah, I think just like little bits of each of them have probably like spurred me at different moments.
They're such good ones, and I think they are so emotive with what they say. Like it's like poetry. Yeah. And I feel like that's what a lot of your songs are, is this, it's kind of like a poetic. Oh, no, it is that storytelling element. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So we talk about so much more stuff, and I'll somehow get into in a different episode the chaos that has been today's episode. So thank you for just rolling with it.
No, of course.
But I got to watch Your Fault early, which I felt so privileged and honoured. I felt like I had this like precious cargo that I like, this secret. No, literally, I felt like I was carrying something, and I was like, I mean, I was just watching it at my at home, but I was like,
you're still
no one look. This is so neat for me to see. When this will be out, I mean, the film will be out.
Yes.
When I watched that ending, oh my God. Like, I don't think I've watched a film where my jaw has like practically been dislocated for so long.
Oh, thank you.
Truly. Like,
thank goodness for
you
that.
and Matt did such an incredible job. And this is what I mean, because it is a slightly different story.
Yeah.
Things like that would never have been foreseen.
Yes, I know. It's very crazy. I feel like we're so I mean, obviously now it's not out yet, so
No.
I'm so like
Yeah, you're also like
excited,
yeah.
but nervous. But I'm like, I think with this one, it's so exciting knowing the kind of conversation that's going to happen at the end of it. I feel like people are going to be like, there's going to be
such a cliffhanger.
Oh, there's going to be like Twitter threads and arguments and debates going on.
Yeah.
I think.
I can't wait to see it all happen.
Me too. See it all unfold.
You'll be like, little do you know.
do you know.
Have you seen any scripts for next season or no?
We filmed
the next
we
film?
filmed the third movie.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you really know how it all gets tied.
I really know. I know. I feel like this time, like going into press and stuff, Matt and I are going to have to keep our lips sealed.
I'd be awful. I'd be like Tom Holland doing press.
So funny though.
Do you struggle?
I think luckily with these, like, because it is based off a book and there are other films, like the milestones are probably like the same and or similar in some ways. So it's less like we're going to give huge spoilers away, but it's more like we want to keep the little nuggets of difference and like changes and stuff to ourselves. So yeah, I guess we'll see how we fare.
How you keep people on their toes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it must be quite fun though when it's like knowing something and not being able to share it. You're like, well, you just have to see.
I feel like if one of us was going to be Tom Holland, it would definitely be Matt. Like,
really?
Oh, 100%.
Do you have to rein him in a bit and be like,
I'm
Matt,
probably going to be like squeezing his legs, like, you can't do that, you can't do that,
I was kicking him under the table.
Yeah, literally, that's our whole
I'd be
relationship.
so bad. Even now, I'm like, I'll get my friend something for their birthday and I'm like, do you want to know? And they're like, no, I want a surprise. I'm like, no, but you sure?
But like, what if I told you?
Yeah, what if I told you right now? Like, I just finished Euphoria and I was like to Poppy, my producer, he's not watched the episode yesterday.
I haven't either.
Oh, crazy.
Don't say
crazy.
a thing. Don't
crazy.
say a thing.
I'm not. I'm really going to zip my mouth and throw away the key. I can't.
We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, literally. There's one episode left. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we always finish off with doing like some quick fire questions just to round everything up.
Let's do it.
Do you have your driver's license?
I do have
You
my
do?
driver's license.
I was really curious about
But
that.
I drive an automatic, which
Okay.
means I'm sort of like halfway there. So on the film, they had to always just get automatic cars, which was kind of hilarious that I'm playing a racing driver and I'm driving an automatic. But
I always wonder with stuff like that how much of it is like, you know, film magic and how much like you actually did.
I mean, obviously, a lot of the hardcore stunt stuff, like all of it is stunt drivers, like who are amazing, and I could never, ever, 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 ever do that. But we have been lucky across the 3 films. We've been able to do bits and bobs of driving.
That's
like
so
if it's like a
cool.
straight line and it's like really fast, they often do let us do it.
So cool. I just feel like stuff like that's so badass. Like I remember watching Fast and Furious and being like,
damn,
so cool, so cool.
It's very surreal.
Yeah. If you had to give an in-depth PowerPoint presentation on something right now, what could it be on?
Oh my goodness. I mean, this is such a narcissistic answer, but probably like I've been writing loads of new music and I'm like, I love nothing more than like the really like intense analysis of like songs and like lyrics and like
Dissecting
the way they tie
it.
to like, different music and other projects and stuff. I feel like my head's so in that world at the moment that I think that that's probably what I would be able to go full in on.
It's giving GCSE poetry, you know, and you had to like
put
so many different annotations on those poems.
I see sometimes like fans doing that for my music and it's like the best thing ever. So I'm like, it's so like the fact that people care that much is wild. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's so cool. Okay, and finally, have you seen Subway takes?
Yes.
I'm obsessed with Subway takes.
Okay.
Do you have a Subway take?
So this is just in general, right?
Yeah, anything. I can give you mine.
Go on.
I don't like laughing backing tracks.
Yeah, laugh tracks.
I can't stand them.
Does
like
it freak you out?
Yeah, I watched Friends again recently and I was like, it's just, I can't, that's all
you
I can
can't get with
hear.
it.
Yeah.
Understood. I feel like, what's my Subway hot take? Okay, Subway hot take, me sounding like a millennial. Subway take.
Subway take.
I really don't like feta cheese.
So fair. What is it?
I don't know. I just think that I've got my taste buds don't like the goat flavour.
No halloumi for you.
Oh, but that's actually, I've just lied. I've just immediately lied because I actually love halloumi.
I'm half Greek, so I'm like, feta,
I'm
halloumi.
sorry.
No, it's so fine.
I don't know what it is about feta. I'm just like, I wish I loved it because I
get
love
it. It's very
everything
wet.
else. Usually everything that feta's in, I love everything else, but I just can't. I wish I
Feta
could.
itself.
I wish I could.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
I wish
fair.
I could. It's not even a hot. It's not even a take. It's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's a good take. And then finally, we always do a little thought of the week.
Yeah.
So it's normally me just giving a spiel of something, but as you're here, could you give us a sticky note sentence for anyone who feels behind already and one small thing that they could do this week to come back to themselves?
Yesterday I bought flowers.
Love.
Like there was a flower stall and I bought like, the guy was selling like 5 bunches for a tenner and I was like, that's the best
That's
deal
a
I've
good
ever
deal.
heard. So I got these beautiful flowers and I have given them to my mum, and that was just like, I don't know why, that was the nicest thing. Like it made me feel so happy. And I've been spending time with friends. I feel like, you know, buy some flowers, see your friends, it's sunny outside.
Make the
You
most
got
of
this.
it. No,
Yeah, make the most of it.
I love buying flowers for people.
So good.
It's like my favourite thing ever.
It's so nice. It's like, you know how it feels to like be given flowers, so like giving that to somebody else.
And
is
to
nice.
like think of someone and be
Yeah.
thought of.
Yeah,
Consideration
exactly.
is the best thing.
Take it.
Yeah, take it.
Take it.
I thought of you. You have been amazing.
Thank you. So beautiful.
I could have spoken to you for so much longer.
Next time.
So thank you for just rolling with the chaos that has been today.
Of course.
There's like so much going on, but we won't even get
You'll
into
never
it.
know.
It's not. it's not worth it. But no,
It's a shit situation.
Yeah,
that's all it
it's
is.
a shitty situation, pun intended. But no, you're amazing, and the only way is up from here. Like even more up,
only way
honestly.
is up.
Love, baby.
This is my soft launch to being on
Just Towie
Towie.
time. That's the only way I know that song. That's such a problem, isn't it?
Me too.
But no, I can't wait to see the response for Your Fault. I mean, if it's anything like My Fault, I mean, actually, I think it could be even crazier
I hope
based
so.
on like how I
The
felt.
chaos.
I also felt like I'd watched this, and obviously I've not spoken about it with anyone. So I was like, what am I going to do with this information? So I can't imagine it
not
on,
long
like,
now.
I
Not
know,
long now.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to unlock, like, actually have the key back again.
key.
And yeah, exactly. But no, you're incredible. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Of course.
And yeah, I can't wait to see what you do next.
And you. Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, no, pleasure. So I finish every episode by saying, as always, remember to be kind to yourself and live a little.
Cool.
So that will be yours. So
Great.
do you mind just saying to this camera, as always, remember to be kind to yourself and live a little?
Yes. As always, remember to be kind to yourself and live a little.
Smashed it.
Sorry to interrupt. We have to leave the building. Oh no. There's a flood on -1 and -2.
Imagine we go down, it's like like a pond of shit.
That did happen last time.
Did it actually?
Oh my gosh.
You're lying!
Yeah, not in reception, but it was like coming up and like, yeah, and it will stink out there.
We can handle that. That's hilarious. People don't know about the BTS of the episode.
Oh my god!
I know.